right, you guys ready?
Yeah, they said, why is Iggy Azalea standing in front of JBL's Titantron?
All right, with that, let's begin. Send us me, please. Put it in. Oh man, that's a good film right there. That's good stuff.
I didn't know she was a big JBL stand.
I didn't know either. I didn't know Iggy Azalea was big into JBL, but
She's big in Australia, so that doesn't make sense.
is he?
No, I don't fucking know.
I'm about to say, how the fuck? Crikey, mate.
Crikey, it's JBL.
It's JBL.
Oh my God.
JBL,
Well,
throwing
yeah.
the shrimp on a bobby.
John Bradshaw Layfield. Welcome to the SVW Podcast. My name is Roman. I'm here, as always, with Heck,
Yo, yo.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
and Gunky Main, a.k.a. The Gunk.
What's happening?
And we've got a huge episode for you guys this week.
Huge.
Of course, the Royal Rumble is coming up. We've got to talk about that. A huge return on SmackDown from one queen.
Woo!
Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, my God. What is your problem with her?
He's running for Hater of the Year.
Oh, I
2025.
forgot. It's the nepotism.
Nepotism.
Yeah, the nepotism of
If
it
you have
all.
a family,
Right?
Yeah, true. What do you... Oh, Jesus. Wow, we're getting off to a great start. Next up, we are going to talk Monday Night Raw guest commentator spot from one John Bradshaw Layfield, who we mentioned.
One of
in
the
the
Wow,
intro.
it's such a big thing that Roman just tripped over his words.
He's
Wow.
excited, man. He does that when he gets pumped up. He said it's a huge show.
Junior.
Okay, calm down, you. And then, of course, we have to talk about the New Day transitioning even deeper into their heel roles.
I feel like they've been wanting this for so long. You get tired of just fucking coming out and just shucking and jiving for the man all the time, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
I would
you know
put
what
it
mean? Like,
differently,
Yeah,
yeah.
like me.
I mean, they started off. They started off as heels. You know what I mean?
They
But they didn't matter
not
at the
intentionally.
time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an
That was a
intent.
long
People
t- that
hated
was a long
them. Just
time
that's why
ago.
they were heels.
But that's when they got great. Well, people only loved them because of how great they were as heels. They got over by being doing
Comedic
great
heels.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
great heel work. Just like Dastardly, just like 3-man.
But that's not what they're known for.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You can kiss his bootios.
Exactly. Then, of course, we have to break down Saturday night's main event. That's coming
Saturday
up.
night main event.
Pretty excited for that.
I love how
one.
like all the graphics, like they make it look like that old school kind of
Yeah.
lasery.
Oh, I
like, you know what
just
mean?
posted. They just released a new poster,
I
and
saw
it's
that.
of the SNE, Super Nintendo, like
Game
Saturday night's main
oh,
event
the
game.
Cody Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the
Yeah.
Cody Cutter.
Cody Cutter,
on
sorry, you're right. Yeah,
Kevin
Cody.
Owens. Yeah, it's very sick. It's,
Yeah,
they
it's-
just made it look like the Nintendo game, which is
Yeah, that
very
is-
cool
that's
and
cool.
nostalgic.
Awesome.
Which is
Here, you can
the
see it
whole
right here.
point. Yeah, look.
Okay. After that, we're going to talk huge deal between TNA and WWE, giant contract. That's gonna do a lot for the wrestling cinematic
I mean,
universe.
it's fucking knocking down the proverbial.
Yeah, the Forbidden Door no
Yeah.
more.
For real, you ain't lying.
They should have started the show and it's like Triple H cutting a promo, and then it cuts to Steph at the TNA headquarters, like when Vince and Shane.
Yeah, that
Did
would.
the
AEW got to
WCW
figure
thing.
something out.
Yeah, they sure will.
Oh, that's a Canada police.
Whoop whoop.
No, I thought Scott Steiner was about to come in.
Speaking of
Big Blue
TNA,
Daddy.
they got a new champ, and we got to talk about him because we believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
There you
I wasn't going to say his name. It's a little cold in here. I didn't want to have to
He
appear.
just like pops up behind
Yeah,
us.
true, and he'd be all shirtless. You'd have like just like his trunks on and stuff.
It's kind of hot.
Calm down, man.
Right?
I'm
Relax.
just saying that's what he does.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jeez
buddy.
Louise.
Real sexual.
And then
Put
speaking
your pants back on, Roman.
Okay, calm down.
Loves a good hot Scottish man.
Roman's sexual vanilla chocolate.
Hot Scots.
Hot Scots.
And then we'll get into our question of the week. What TNA star will be the biggest in WWE?
Yeah.
Nailed it, kid.
And then this past weekend, we had a giant GCW event at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Hammerstein Ballroom.
I think it's Stein.
I just think whichever one you say, he has to correct you to the other one, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So if I say Steen, you're going to say
Like, it's Stein.
Yeah.
And then if I say Stein, you're going to say Steen.
Steen.
That's
That's the one.
fine.
That's
Well,
the
yeah, that's
gimmick.
fair. And we're gonna talk
Kevin Steen, not Kevin
Kevin
Stein.
Hasn't, I guess, I don't know. Nobody's really called him Kevin Stein. And we're going to talk a little bit about the awesome event up there in New York. That looked great. And then, of course, as usual, we got some quick hits, and then we will be out of here. But we have to start with the return of the queen of nepotism, Charlotte Flair.
Look.
Go ahead, man.
I'll kick it off because I know Woody got a nice rebuttal probably. Yes. I'm sure it played some part. You know, her dad's Ric Flair, like literally a living legend. But she was one of the 4 horsewomen. Like, she was part of the women's revolution. It can go in the ring. Like, she can fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pre-Tiffy, she had, like, a fucking amazing moonsault. She's put on great matches. Like, I'm excited for her to come back. My only thing is, like, the promo that they showed, like, I legit thought it was, like, old, like, Tiffy, like, you know what I mean? Like, that when she was, like, daddy's little girl, like, the spoiled brat kind of character. And I was just like, just give me the Queen Charlotte. Like, don't try to, because it's like a tweak on her character, but not a total change enough that it's like, oh, this is a different kind of situation. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, she's not the queen. She's like a spoiled girl. I don't know. But, no, she can go in the ring. She's one of the greatest women wrestlers. Yes. I don't believe it's purely nepotism.
I mean, purely nepotism is I guess, she didn't work her way up into the spot and get the respect as a wrestler from nepotism, but she got the shot because of nepotism. So really, everything after that's kind of like gravy. I kind of have a system of I feel like it's a little ship of thesis. You know what I mean? Where
calm down with your word of the day calendar.
What the fuck is going on here? I'm reading at a
I'm
3rd grade level.
I'm like, what?
I don't know what is
that?
ship
you
of
know,
thesis.
Gunky's like.
The ship of thesis is an
Fucking
old
language
boat.
is he speaking
Hold on,
over
it's
here?
an old boat and it's a famous boat, but basically they had to replace a part. And then, like, over time, parts of it aged, so they replaced another part. They see it at this time that not a single part of that boat is the original boat. It's 100% changed. So is it still really the ship of thesis? And that's how much plastic surgery that Charlotte Flair has had.
You know, I thought it was something else, but as he was explaining
me
ship
too.
of thesis, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's going there.
I know. I
was like, it's coming.
Is
She's just-
it still Charlotte
I thought
Flair?
you should ship
You know,
of thieves this.
so, it's like is it still Charlotte Flair? She's so many parts of her body has been replaced and changed and altered through medical mysteries. That is like, who are we dealing with
That's
anymore?
just a WWE thing. I mean,
I
like,
miss old Charlotte. You know,
who
I
else
miss
just
her
got,
busted up
what's
face
her
and all
name?
that shit.
Just got her boobs done. I know
Cora
Cora
Jade.
Jade. No, what's the other
always
chick
Cora
that got
Jade.
brought up and didn't get used? I'll tell you right
Oh, I know
now.
who you're talking about.
Researching what's the important stuff.
Kira James.
Kiera James?
Yeah.
Kiana James.
Kiana James.
Kiana James. That's how important she has been.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got brought up. She already had this very like boxy, like SpongeBob kind of body, and like now she just got like these
Honkers.
Yes, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Wow, we're really taking a turn here.
This is
early.
basically all that.
I don't even know who they're talking
Perfect.
about. I just like to say honkers.
Oh, we've got the visual aid. That's perfect.
I honestly
Yeah.
can't even picture in my head who they're talking about.
Doesn't matter. Gunky just loves saying honkers.
I like saying honkers.
Okay.
I do like that that Charlotte has this thing with metaphor possibly. Have you seen that?
Metaphor.
That she took a
she
picture
took pics with them.
backstage
Yeah.
at NXT.
Oh, with Lash Legend and Jakara.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like
With but like.
Oh my
is-
God! I'm sorry.
Are you putting-
metaphor?
Yeah. You
Like
just put it together.
metaphor? Is
Yeah,
that what
you
you're
just
saying?
put it
The
There's
together.
like-
metaphor.
There was
metaphor.
4 of them, and they were metaphor.
Like
They
a
were
metaphor,
4
a
of them.
simile, a metaphor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah.
That's,
I thought you were saying like
And then
4 horsemen.
There
That's
was
why
multiple
Charlotte Flair
things
was
because
gonna
you know what I
join.
mean. They like the way they like, very meta. You know what I mean? Like term like, and there was 4 of them. Metaphor,
This
but
is
also
crazy.
metaphor.
This is crazy. I just I thought it was just a metaphor.
but they also like need to change that name because there hasn't been
Christ.
4 of them in a
Yeah.
long time now.
Yeah, that's. yeah, I was gonna say.
I
like meta 2.
if they want to
Doesn't work
bring
the
her
same.
in, if they want to bring her in and have them be like, kind of like the leader of this like trio of women, because Lash Legend's a fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the strongest women in all of wrestling, and
Jakara kind of gives
Jakara's-
me Carmelo kind of vibes.
we can see that. Yeah.
Wait,
She's-
Carmella or Carmelo?
Carmella.
Okay, gotcha. What?
Oh, that's fine.
I wasn't.
It's kind of fucked up that you were gonna say like Carmelo. Why would I say Carmelo vibes?
I don't know, because maybe she wrestles like a
Because she
similar
shoots
style.
and she don't miss or like
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Just assume-
Carmella,
Okay.
Wow.
female women's champion,
I know her.
Money in the Bank.
I know her.
Boo
Two-time.
Roman. Everybody boo Roman. Boo.
No, so
Ooh.
if that's the case, then she's the one that injured Jade.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Jade's been gone. She died on the car, and
Bro, it's like Peter Griffin fall.
yeah, exactly.
And then
Roman,
it's like
pull
the
it up.
one
Peter
eye,
Griffin.
one eye opened.
Roman, pull up Peter Griffin fall and then put it next to Jade's picture.
Yeah, it's basically that. But if that's the storyline they're telling, and they're saying Charlotte and these in Lash Legends Jakara are going to go up against Jade when she comes back with Naomi and Bianca, and we get like a big three versus like this new three, that could be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I would love that because it might keep Charlotte away from just being in a title match for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm back. I'm in a title match. LOL, Charlotte wins. I'm
could
sick
get
of that. I'm
Like, that
so
she's
sick of that
just
shit.
Thrown into those matches, like I think that she could easily have went the route of working her way up and beating people. You know what
She
I mean? And
never
now I'm
does
there.
that.
But there was many a time that she just like came back and was just like,
She's the Brock Lesnar of the women's division. She just like comes back and gets a title shot.
Yeah, I have an idea for creative for Charlotte. She should be the
So
Ebony
listen up,
Queen,
Triple H.
Charlotte Flair, because she took out Jade, and obviously it's like a bunch of like Ebony Queens involved here. Naomi, Jade, Bianca, and then if you bring the metaphor, you know what I mean, like Jakara and
Oh, so
Lash
she's just
Legend.
like
she's just like
Nubian legend Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, literally.
Rachel
She's just-
Dolezal, Charlotte Flair.
yeah, literally.
is Charlotte Flair invited to the barbecue?
No, she's not at all. That's
But
the whole
she's
point.
showing up
But she's
and
acting
saying
like
she's
she
the guest
is.
of honor.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And she's bringing her own mac and cheese that has olives in it for some
Oh.
reason.
And she's just like,
Oh,
and she's just like
man.
using slang wrong. I'm
Raisins
just
in the
like,
potato salad.
Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting.
You think Rumble? You think that when it's official? Like
They should have.
I thought it was gonna be the first episode of Raw, but they completely like screwed that on Netflix. Like,
Well, there's just too much going on. We talked about this. Too much
Everything
going
would
on
have been
in
like
that episode.
overshadowed by
Yeah.
Yeah.
Macaulay
Charlotte,
Culkin.
Charlotte, if she does debut
And
at the
Kieran
Rumble,
Culkin.
if she does
Yeah,
debut
and
at the Rumble, like we kind of harped on last week, it shouldn't have been announced at all. Like she shouldn't even be getting vignettes. You know what I mean? She should have just
Came
been
out.
at the Rumble. Would have been sick, even if she's
Yeah,
a
that
heel.
would have been. That
But
would've been
whatever.
That's why she should come out on Saturday Night Main Event
Yeah, that'd be nice.
this weekend.
You know?
Give him a
Okay.
little pop.
sick. I could see that.
Okay.
I would
Not
like
mad
that.
at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
That'd be
know what
good.
she's doing. Maybe declaring that she murdered Jade. You know.
I killed Jade.
I mean, I guess only time will tell. Only time will tell.
So wait, she's gonna be on SmackDown?
I then they showed the
That's
promo,
what she was
Right.
before, right?
but they put a picture of her backstage at NXT. So maybe she does a little NXT
I
stint.
hate
for
they were
herself.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
acting like
No
brands
way.
matter.
She's not doing
like,
an NXT
no.
stint.
We're really
She
sitting
might
here-
show up down at NXT like
Yeah.
with Jakara.
What
you
if
know
that's
I
her
mean?
first time
Yeah,
she
yeah.
shows up? Is next Tuesday?
That would
NXT,
be
yo.
great.
Because when I think of Charlotte Flair, I think of See You Next Tuesday, right?
I don't get that.
CUNT. It spells cunt.
Cunt.
I hate her.
Oh.
Lay it
Do
out
you
for
guys
this guy.
understand? See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
it's an old
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
know.
old.
Yeah, that's it. That's
She's
what
a
it
real
is.
See you next Tuesday.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. Brands, they don't matter, but like, it's predominantly they're like on one side, wouldn't you say?
They're just flip flopping whenever they need them.
Yeah, because I like, if she's gonna be with Metaphor, like I don't know about with the Jade thing. I feel like Lash Legend needs to be on wherever Jade isn't, because they just
Oh,
so
okay.
similar that like
I see. I want to see
when
them
they
go
were
up
like in
against
the
each
ring
other.
together,
Yeah, no,
I
I
was
need
just
to
like
see-
like when she
Spider-Man
first came
movie.
out at in
I'm just pointing at this.
Saudiverse.
Oh yeah.
When Lash Legend was in there, and it looked great, and their outfits and shit like that, but like it just like the moveset, she did like the pump kick. You know what I mean? Like the
Oh,
moveset was
I remember you
very
complaining about that.
similar
She did hit like
to-
two of
to
the same
Jade.
moves.
So like, I
Right,
feel like
right.
if one's on Raw, the other needs to be on SmackDown.
I hear what you're saying.
True. Fair enough.
For like, Jay's kind of already like established. Last Judgment is establishing herself, and I feel like if they're on the same, like she'll just get like overshadowed. And you know what I mean? The same way I think about it. Other people got to see it.
I feel like if Lash and Jade are on the same show, it's gonna make Jade look
gonna
bad.
get overshadowed.
Yeah, like I feel like you know, like wait, she's not.
I think
everything we
Lash
thought she
is stronger, probably more. I don't know. I wouldn't say more athletic.
I think she's smoother in the ring.
I think she's
I was about to say, I wouldn't
probably
say,
the
like,
better
at
worker.
more
At
She's a
this
better
point.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with that for sure. Well, I guess we'll see
Actually, a little
what
thicker.
happens. We'll see what happens with Charlotte soon enough.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
Jay's
That-
gonna get a figure 8 at some point.
Yeah, I would agree with
I
that.
do love the figure 8. For finish, Woody.
Sure.
Seriously.
It's fine. I
Bro,
like the
he's
fig-
a hater.
That's the guy
Honestly,
that also thought the sleeper is like the top. Like,
the
That's
figure-
true.
The
That's
figure 4 would have
true.
been. I would rather her stick with the figure 4.
No,
The figure 8's like
the figure 8 is
You
sick.
gotta put her own twist on it.
sure. Then do your own fucking move. You know what I mean?
All right,
like
listen,
putting
we
a
could go
twist on
on
it.
Woody's
God.
hater
Well,
takes
she's,
for hours.
What is it?
Flair.
Not not like a legendary, like a legend, like what is it like when you join like a fraternity or join a
Sorority?
No, but you're like your parents or somebody was
Your legacy?
legacy.
Legacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a
You're,
legacy.
you're thinking
superstar.
of that awesome group, Legacy, back in the day.
Like
Those
Cody
dudes were
Rhodes, Ted
sick.
DiBiase Jr.
Don't
Ted
even.
DiBiase
Ted
Jr.
DiBiase Jr. was great, and he never did anything wrong ever. Anyway,
Wait, you know who else was in there for a second? They put a Samoan in there. I forget who it was, but he only lasted like 2 weeks. I remember they put him in, and then they took him out so quick.
it's terrible.
Bro, I think he was like, I don't know. It was crazy. He didn't. He just was. He had like a pot belly. You gotta pull up a picture. I forget what his name was.
Dude, I'll look him up.
I feel like I saw something on like social media about that like recently.
Bro, I forget
That was
who
their
it
first
was.
time trying to do bloodline stuff. And
I think his
they're
name was
like, nah,
Manu.
You gotta wait 20 years.
Manu, you might be
Yeah, you actually might
correct.
be right.
I'm pretty sure it was Manu.
Manu Ginobili?
No, not him.
Shut
That'd be
up.
sick if he was in Legacy. I was
That
like,
would
who's
be
your
sick.
dad?
That would be sick.
Some French
Well,
dude.
speaking of brands,
Yeah,
Donkey, moving on to the other brand.
Until what,
Alpha
though?
Jr. There we go.
It was Alpha
Nice,
Jr.
Gunk.
We did it.
Anyway, moving on to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, don't just fucking over. Like, Gunky had a nice moment there. He
was the
and
pebble
you're just
that
overshooting him, right?
No,
you
he-
know what I
he
mean?
was-
Like anyway.
Gunky was the rock that knocked over your Segway.
He interrupted me.
Fucked up, man.
He interrupted me.
With a good fact that Roman wouldn't have looked up. I appreciate that, Gunk.
Listen,
Roman was never gonna look that up. What are we talking about, Roman? Push through. Push through.
Monday Night Raw. JBL was in the house. What do you
Dude,
guys think
he
of that?
had some great. I don't think we have really good heel commentators anymore.
No.
I think we got guys that are kind of like just trying to play like the sports side of things and like call the match and maybe lean slightly one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
But when he went full in on how much he hates Rey Mysterio, calling him a terrible father, saying that's the reason he wears a mask is because he's ashamed of who he is. Then he claimed it wasn't even the real Rey Mysterio. He's like, how would we even know he's wearing pants, a t-shirt, and a mask? Could be anybody under there. And then he starts praising Dominic Mysterio in the best way ever. He said that Dominic went to prison, came back out a better person like Nelson Mandela.
So good.
And that's like,
JBL is the best heel commentator. Oh, probably not of all time. I'm not gonna say of all time, but like I grew up with him, so like
Bobby
for my
Brain Heenan.
Yeah.
But he's,
and
up,
like
he's up there. He's
Jesse
great.
Ventura. Like there's been some good
back in the
ones.
Bobby
Even
Brain
Jerry
Heenan,
the King.
I didn't like pay
Lawler.
attention to the commentators back then. I'll be dead honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like the older guys, like I just wanted to watch the wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
I was probably sneaking it in the basement anyway. You know what I mean? The volume turned down, like.
I hear
But you could still hear Jerry the King be like, puppies, it's puppies.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. By that time, you know what I mean. I was.
But at that point,
yeah,
Heck was not listening to the commentators when the puppies were there.
yeah.
You
No,
know?
I just wanted to see a Braun panty match.
That's all. That's all you wanted.
Yeah.
Little 12-year-old Heck.
JBL was the fucking man, and he was great on color commentary. Yeah, and like you're right. I don't think you could even name one heel commentator in the entire business right now. Can you?
Let's say that Corey
Not
Graves
really.
was doing it for
Yeah, I was
a
about to
while.
say,
It's
Corey
so, but it's so
Graves.
wish washy because he'll like start talking to him good about a good guy. You know what I mean? And like JBL, you would never really hear. You might say, "Oh, that was a nice move," but he's not like saying. You know what I mean? Like Corey
wasn't
never.
calling the match. Yeah.
Corey was full heel at one point, but like he hasn't been in like years. I feel
That's
like.
what you got. You got like Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. I think they're doing a great job, but neither of
They're
those
more like
guys are
hype
going to
men.
be.
Yeah.
They're not going to like stand the villain here.
Yeah.
It's just not what they do.
Pat McAfee could do some really good heel work, probably if he ever somehow turned. You know what I mean? He just never will.
Yeah, with a two buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like he's jumping on the table and dancing, and then even when he wasn't there, Cole still did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, JBL was a great addition to Monday Night Raw. But the start of Monday Night Raw, I do have to say, it was very, very funny because I was watching with my girlfriend, and Jey Uso comes out, and she's just like, she's not really paying attention. She looks up, and she goes, "Why the hell is he wearing a crop top and a thong?" Because all you could see was his pink, whatever his underwear were. It was only showing on the side, so it literally looked like a pink thong. And he's wearing a crop top, and
She's rocking like the Lita whale tail.
Oh my god, exactly, like the whale tail. And she looked at me. She goes, "Why is he wearing a crop top and a thong?" And I just couldn't even explain. And I was just like,
Well, like, Jey Uso, you wearing a thong? It's like, yeet.
But yeah, I thought that was I needed to say that on the podcast because that was too funny to just not share with the world.
good support.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, they're running around in that ring. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta.
Need full range of
what is
motion.
it? I know a couple. You know what I mean? Like,
You can go lower.
Like sports, like they'll wear like a thong, like or a sports whatever.
Jockstrap.
Yeah, but not like I've seen like, but like under they're like, and I don't know if it like just keeps shit where it needs to
I don't
be.
know. You just wear a jockstrap then. That's like the
Yeah.
opposite of a thong in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
The
an
SVW
anti-mohawk.
podcast answering
It's
the
like an
important questions.
anti-mohawk.
Yeah, exactly. An anti-mohawk.
The mohawk of underwear. The
I
thong.
was just go back to Jay. I was surprised JBL was there because he's been all over GCW.
He's
lately.
been busy, man.
Yeah,
NWA,
keeping-
he was
you know what I
in.
mean? Like involved in other things. So
He was
I
the
guess
Great
he has
American Ball.
was he got like a Legends contract? I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's on
Oh,
a
yeah,
large contract.
So, yeah.
But I love what JBL is doing right now. He's inserting himself into so many different wrestling storylines, and then like hopping on Raw as well. You're like, I wouldn't be surprised if we like see him clothesline someone on AEW. The dude's fucking everywhere right now. That's just like, let's go for it. He was down like CMLL. He was indie shows all around the world.
Yeah, CMLL, yeah.
How he can be Omos's tag team partner in Japan.
Would
next
you see
week,
like
you know?
that? Like it's just like you like appreciate it because like this guy like loves the business because he don't have to do anything. I'm sure he made some good investment. You know what I mean? During
I think you're
everything.
thinking of his gimmick. I don't think he's doing as well as his gimmick would tell you he is. He wasn't actually a Texas millionaire.
He wasn't.
No.
Wait,
no.
really?
No, I know he wasn't a Texas millionaire.
Wait, seriously? Wait, you're telling me the $1 Million Man didn't really have $1 million?
I could
Well-
tell you for a fact. Unfortunately,
Well,
he does not have $1 million.
well, I hate to be. He did go into finance in some way.
I was about to say, yeah,
because he was on like because he got fired from like MSNBC because he did the Roman salute, which is in the news again. He literally did that at a German show, or either that or he did something crazy in Germany, and he got released from the news platform that he was on for finance and stuff.
I was like, because you actually can't. It's illegal to do that.
No, he's
in
lucky he didn't
Germany.
go to jail in
Yeah,
Germany.
you
He did
will
the
go to-
Roman salute, or he did the march, or just something ridiculous that like.
Stop calling it a Roman salute.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Heil.
I was gonna say, it's not-
I'm saying that to be funny because
yeah.
Nine.
that's what they're trying to say. Fucking
I know.
yeah, but he did that.
Right, he
and-
did the fight. So that's why I know he's not a Texas millionaire, but
You might be a finance bro.
right, I'm sure he made
Could
some
be.
good investments. Like he seems like one of those guys that you know what I mean, not just
Yeah.
squandering
That has
his
done
money.
okay after.
I don't know, man.
Right,
Whenever
right.
I see a guy his age throwing clotheslines in the ring and hopping all over the place, I'm like, I doubt he's doing great, because he wouldn't be doing
But
this.
see, I just look at it.
You
as
like-
like
you think
they
he's doing it
just-
for the love of the
they
game.
Just love it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
I'm
see-
so good. I don't have to do nothing right now. But
I
like, I
think-
just love doing this. It's
I
fun
think
to
of
me.
Ric Flair all the time when like they're like, well, how come you came back for that last one? It's like I needed money. It's like I got
Yeah,
divorced and I
I
had to give up
think-
all my money again.
I don't know. I think Ric Flair, that's a little bit of a
Yeah, he's
different
like
situation.
definitely an outlier.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't think he made good investments.
yeah, exactly.
Woo Energy's
Woo
not a-
Energy.
Yeah, bro. Woo
Boing!
Wings. Bro, he's having a hard time keeping them out.
Sure, he got a check from Bad Bunny, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he might be an outlier. And then of course we have to talk about New Day heel transition.
Well, which what JBL was actually commenting on the New Day
Yes.
match, which I thought was funny because that was supposed to be the tag match, It was New Day versus Rey Mysterio and a mystery partner.
Mystery partner.
And they were just like, never mind.
Yeah.
Scratch that. We're gonna just
Thankfully, I was
Kofi
mad about
in.
it at first, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
scratch it.
I think they nailed it. And I mean, Xavier Woods is his best work outside the ring talking to people.
Yeah.
That's what he's known for, unfortunately.
I've been loving the back and forth
Well-
between Ray and New
Probably,
Day.
he's known for a couple other things too, but we don't have to-
They Ray
Being a
kicked him
great
out the locker
cameraman.
room. Then they put Ray's gear on a little kids chair and table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little back and forth jabs and shit.
Sorry, Roman's talking about.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
he's always
sorry,
thinking
I'm
about
sorry.
triple threat matches with
No, Gunky,
with
just
Freebird.
listen.
No, with Freebird rules where you can go. Anyone
Yeah.
can be a part of the tag
Well, I
team.
said he was known for doing other things well too, and
I,
Gunky looked at me and went,
I heard her schedule's opened up. Maybe they can
Ah,
rerun
he
it.
said
Get
he's
back
known
to
for
that.
being a great cameraman.
I know. I'm referring to the same thing. I'm saying it was a triple
Three-way.
threat.
Triple
it was a
threat.
triple threat.
Yes, you're right.
No, that was a handicap match, brother.
There's a clip. See, heck, we can make that a clip and then put that the
Clip.
video underneath.
My favorite part about this match is I don't know if it was real or not, but New Day didn't have proper gear.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because they're trying to go heel and not wear their tights anymore, or is it because no one will let them in the locker room so they can't actually get
It's
changed.
pretty
Right. I'm not sticky ass bathroom floor.
Yeah, it looks like Kofi just borrowed someone's knee pads and went out there, and I think it's a good look for them. They cut the music as soon as they came out there. I like this heel transition. I want to see where it goes.
I was gonna say I'm sure they got I'd be loving it. You know what I mean? For all the time being all happy go lucky and smiling. Even if you're in a bad mood, you got to play your character. You know what I mean? You got to
Right, yeah.
present yourself, you know what I mean, for the fans. And then it's just yo, I'm tired of this shit. Now you could just be man, fuck y'all. I don't want to be here. You know what I mean?
That's-
Straight up, screw these fans.
That's why
y'all don't
this-
appreciate shit.
That's why the smartest gimmick of all time is still Orange Cassidy.
Right? It's just
Yeah.
I don't care.
whatever.
Just
And
don't
then
care
people-
forever and ever.
People are like, dude, he lived the gimmick, bro. And I'm well, might just be
He's
him.
the real chill guy.
About
Yeah,
that spot
exactly.
when it looked the table, the announce table, still on a streak.
Yeah, undefeated.
Still on the
Undefeated.
streak.
I
It's
know.
Basically-
I love it, bro. Because what company is gonna keep putting a breakable table out there? You know what I mean? They're like, you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna
Vince
reinforce it. You
McMahon's
motherfuckers
WWE.
can't keep doing this shit.
Yeah, they're like, man, that table. They didn't tell anybody the first night. They're like, dude, do the table spot, and then just
No, here's
They
what
just
happened.
smashed
surprise!
on
They
there.
Yeah.
looked at the fiscal reports of the last year.
We're losing a lot of money on tables.
These announce tables keep breaking. We don't have an unlimited supply.
New Year, we're gonna have to reinforce. These
I'm-
fucking
tightening up the
tables.
budget.
I'm excited for the first PLE when you see the Spanish announce table and it looks totally different. It's
The old one.
An old
They're like-
janky-
dusty.
It's just
We either
it's
gotta-
a folding table.
After looking at the financials, they're like, we got to release Cody or tables.
Cut back on this announce table budget, guys. Yeah,
It's
that's,
if we just double down on the money once on the table, we don't ever have to rebuild it.
yeah. They're like, we cut our budget in half for the year.
I think they're at probably 5 times the tables won an altercation at this point, maybe 6.
Oh,
If we can get to,
I think you're in double digits.
I don't know.
Well, I
if we-
think back in the day, there would always be a spot where they would do it and it wouldn't break. I feel like.
no, I'm talking
That
about
was,
right
like,
now. The
unintentional.
new
Right, yeah,
the
yeah.
new table, I would say I'm gonna call it 6-0, about 2 spots on
no,
each.
They've got, bro. They would have had to pay for 6 tables already.
So, but I'm saying
And then
if we can
that
get
ain't no folding table. Those things are expensive. They got lights.
They're
They
custom
got
made.
the
If we can
get
little
another-
guard thing on top.
if we can get another 6, then we're talking we're getting in Undertaker streak. This. I want a
versus
graphic.
Undertaker.
And then one day it's Bronson Reed versus fucking Otis, and it's oh no.
Brock Lesnar returns and breaks it.
No, I want it to be the two the greatest champion of all time, Vacant. You seen that graphic?
Yeah,
how
yeah,
Vacant
yeah.
is the greatest champion of all time. So it'd be Vacant versus new announce table.
And just
Let's
one
see
day
who
they're
wins.
at the table and it just collapses. And they're like, oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God!
Oh my god!
Michael Cole just drops his pen and it
Yeah.
just fucking explodes.
That was a load
I thought it was
bearing
gonna
pen.
be 7-0 when Kofi looked like he was about to try to put Ray through it, but they just flat backed him. I don't know if Ray
that
was
was a-
trying to reverse out of it or
Where he was
land
this
on his
table
feet.
doesn't break. Put
Yeah.
it, drop me somewhere
Drop
else.
me- right. He just
Somewhere
flat
safe,
backed
like
him.
the ground.
Yeah.
Somewhere safe, like the
That's so
ground.
Man, it's good to see Rey Mysterio still doing he's he's older. You can tell he's older. He's not what he used to be, but he's still so damn good that it's just like impressive every single time.
Oh yeah.
The
100%.
Mexican stem cells, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't play.
Guy's a man. Guy's the man. Guy's the man.
He is a man. That guy is a man. And
He's not William Regal.
What did
He's
JBL
a
said?
man.
Rey Mysterio, right?
What's
What?
that?
JBL said it's not really Rey Mysterio that was in the match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that possibility. I mean,
Well,
that's
they
why
have
he
a
looks
lifelong beef, Rey Mysterio and JBL.
That's true.
so good. Rey Mysterio retired him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
he
I
retired
remember.
him. Yeah, that's,
The millionaire cattleman, the white guy with the bull on the front of the limo versus the Mexican guy.
They had like
Or-
a
Well, yeah, I mean-
2-second.
do you remember? Yeah,
WrestleMania.
the border. When
Yeah, they had
JBL
some
joined the border
questionable gimmicks
control.
with
That was
JBL.
that was Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, that was Eddie
but-
Guerrero.
I know,
yeah.
but still, JBL joined border control, so he's got beef.
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. Who was the guy? Who was the luchador that they kept having different guys play him because he kept
Sin Cara?
fucking up?
Sin Cara.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you
What?
think?
What are you saying about that?
Are you saying Rey Mysterio right now is actually Sin Cara? What if that's the gimmick? It's
What a twist! What a twist!
the same?
Mystico is actually Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio is just like like a whole foot taller one
Yeah.
day. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Different tattoos.
My new gimmick is I just think anybody who wore a mask is the same guy. It's like Vader comes out. I was like, I think that's the guy who played Rey Mysterio.
Is that Golga?
Is that Shockmaster?
Is that Viscera?
This guy never wear a mask.
Right.
Oh yeah, true. I'm just
He's
thinking-
just calling
Now I
fat
was
guys.
thinking of fat guys.
He
Yeah,
just got
thinking
into
of
the fat guy
guys.
gimmick.
Well,
His compatriots.
next next weekend,
My people.
next weekend we've got Saturday night's main event. I'm gonna break down the card here. Is this a shorter one than last time? This was only
Last
seems
time
about
was
the
the
same.
first one.
Yeah.
Three.
I'm assuming it'll be 4 to 5 matches, like
right.
every other
I guess
PLE.
they can still
Well,
confirm.
Cody
something.
and you haven't gone over the card yet, but there's something booked. Like Cody and Kevin Owens are just having a contract signing,
Right,
So it's
yeah,
just a segment.
So 4 matches. In
But,
the
but Shawn
contract
Michaels is
signing.
going to be there,
Yeah.
so it's cool. That's fun.
No, it's gonna be sick, but it's just not a match. You know what I mean? It'll probably take as long as a match. I'm sure there's gonna be
Rhea
some scrapping.
and Nia, right? Isn't that on there?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
they announced that.
Okay, gotcha.
Braun and Sheamus.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I do appreciate Cody and Kevin Owens being on this as a contract signing because I feel like historically, like Saturday night's main events, like had contract signings
Yeah.
and had
Yeah,
like these sort of like non-match like things
Elements to
happening.
them,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, like talk show segments, like Piper's Pit, like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm down. I'm very down with this. It feels very on par with what they're going for here.
I'm surprised they're doing like I thought Saturday main event was kind of a one-off like thing.
Yeah, I saw
How
they have
often
a-
do you think they're gonna do
I
it?
actually was
Like,
hoping it was a
monthly
one-off
or,
thing.
Like something?
You
Like-
know,
Yeah.
I mean,
or
every,
like oh we don't have a PLE for
This month
4
or
weeks.
whatever,
Like
yeah.
we'll
I
throw
think
a
it's a nice
Saturday
little
night
fill in
main
the
event
gap.
there.
every time they bring it back, they kind of do this. They do it a couple times. They'll do it. It's a nice little streak. They'll do it a couple months in a row, and then it'll fade out.
Then
Again.
it'll kind of be boring, and
But
we'll
I don't
move on.
mind. I mean, like, I don't mind it being a, you know what I mean? Hey, we kind of need an event here type of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll just. It's more than a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown, but it's
Yeah.
less than a.
PLE.
PLE, you know what I mean? I'm not opposed to that. I think it has its place. Like I wouldn't be mad. Like it's kind of how the in your houses, you know what I mean, used to be. I mean, except they ended up becoming like a mainstay. Like
yeah, that ended up
pay-per-view.
being more of a
Right.
But at
PLE.
first, if you remember, they were
Like a
kind of
Taboo
like
Tuesday.
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm not mad
Cyber
at that.
Sunday.
I wish they'd bring back Taboo Tuesday.
I wish they'd bring back in your house for the main roster.
Cyber Sunday.
Cyber
was-
Sundays,
That's his
his
favorite.
notoriously
PLE.
my favorite.
Yeah, he's
What's is that the one? Which is the
I
one?
remember
where they get to
texting
vote?
in with my
yeah,
dad.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
it was
sick.
Cyber Sunday. I would.
Yeah.
They should do that with like TikTok, like Cyber Sunday, and it's like, hey, hashtag TikTok. Well, I don't
Can
know
we
what these
rely-
kids are doing nowadays.
Can we rely on TikTok?
Oh yeah, I don't even think it's around anymore. Right?
No, it's back.
It was
It came
down for a
back.
whole 14 hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
We all freaked out about it.
I know. I saw people like crying.
That's-
Someone said
I didn't know CapCut was
Bro.
same owners.
Oh yeah,
know,
Roman's
and-
hurting, guys.
No, it's back. It's back.
It's back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
CapCut's
yeah.
back.
There we
Did you
go.
see someone
We'll make good
set
clips again.
some like kids set the governor's, like the mayor's house on fire, or the building on fire, and like because he was so mad about TikTok being down, he like went there and lit the back door on fire. The fire never entered the building, and he got arrested immediately because he was just standing there watching it burn.
That's awesome.
That's the kids were crashing out.
What did
over
you want him
this.
to do? Just light it on fire and not watch it burn? I mean,
Well, I mean, light the inside of the building on fire. Should we go through real quick on like tips on arson, or should we? We'll do it next week. We'll do it next
Woody,
week.
I feel like we've
arson.
talked gunky a lot on
Check
this
out the
podcast
Anarchist
already.
Cookbook. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a classic. That's a classic.
classic
You know
reading.
who hates that book so much?
Who?
The guy that wrote it. He's like, dude, we got to take it down. I wasn't meant to be doing this. This was fucked up.
Greatest book ever. So back to Saturday Main Event.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've talked gunky enough already. on
play
this podcast.
animation by dun, arson.
So yeah, we will have this contract signing.
I love that KO's still walking around with the winged eagle.
I know.
Like he
Yeah.
was,
Sick.
like
I
when he was
know.
in the ring with Sammy the other night. Like
Talking about his championship.
Yeah. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have your back, and you're gonna help me keep this. I'm just like, what?
The people are saying that he needs to win. He needs to win this match.
Yeah,
I thought
I
we
see a
talked-
lot more people like, cause he has to at some point, right? Like, or
Yeah.
or they just need to go away from each other, cause you can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times you gonna fight for the title and then like not win
totally
the
agree.
title? Like,
Totally agree. I just like how many times before it's gonna just get boring and play
Right,
out.
right.
Like
You-
you could put on a great match.
your like credibility has to go out the fucking
and
window.
Exactly.
especially Kevin Owens in particular, because you did the same fucking thing with Roman. How many times did you fight
Yeah.
Roman for that championship? and
Well,
not win it?
in Kevin Owens' defense, there he actually beat Roman in the last man standing match, but for some reason they decided just to not call.
that
it.
was ridiculous. I can't believe you're calling. I didn't remember that botch, but you're just making me think about that. That was
the worst
ridiculous.
botch of all time.
The
Roman.
worst botch of all
It was
time.
you have to get to your feet in 10 count of 10. And Roman
Oh, that when
didn't.
he was handcuffed.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on one knee, which is still down, and they were like, "Oh, he's up." Okay, and we're like, "Wait, no, he's not." But
It's like
Paul
the-
Heyman didn't come
the
fast enough
match
with the
when
keys, right?
Yeah.
The ref wasn't
Yeah.
even in the ring, and he like counted the 3 like from outside the ring.
that's another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Real.
Kevin gets screwed on botches a lot. It's rough.
I wonder
mean,
why
that's why
Shawn
he's all
Michaels
upset.
is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like
You know what's really cool about Shawn Michaels mediating is that he can see both of them on both sides at the same time. It's he's blessed that way.
Got them wandering eyes.
Cue
Yeah.
the RVD impression of Shawn Michaels with lazy eyes.
that's classic.
Yeah, I hope Kevin Owens fucking gives Shawn Michaels one of them fucking mink bomb
Little bink
package
bomb?
pile drivers. Yeah, the mink
Ooh,
bomb.
that'd be nice.
The mink bomb.
Do you guys want to see me and Hex impersonation of Shawn Michaels' eyes?
Yeah,
Well, you won. Just
there you go.
going, we're doing our own thing.
Oh my god.
No synchronicity whatsoever.
He got them
Yeah.
blue eyes. One blue that way, one blue that way.
It's true. He really does. But do you think like so? What do you think the significance of the Shawn Michaels overseeing is going to be?
He's
Like,
gonna get fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Right, because he's like
he's gonna get hurt.
the
That's
NXT
it.
guy.
Or a
Yeah.
threat
Like,
of him
he's running
getting hurt.
NXT. Like, why is he up here and like where's? I guess Adam Pearce can't keep shit together. You know what I mean? So like, oh, we got to go above Adam Pearce. We got to get some.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Adam Pearce can't.
Yeah, he's not Nick
He
Aldis.
hasn't been trying to keep
Yeah.
shit together. Like,
Oh well, the significance of Michaels being there is they're in San Antonio, his hometown. That's why he's there.
He was just gonna be there anyway.
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens will either get in his face. I don't think he'll actually get hurt. I think Kevin Owens will get in his face or like act like he's about to give him the package pile driver, and like Cody will say it, like something.
I
Yeah.
think he's gonna
Yeah.
get take an unprotected chair shot.
I thought you were, unprotected. I thought you were about to say he's gonna take some unprotected something else, and I was like,
No, he gave a lot of unprotected something else in the back in the
That
'90s.
is
but
definitely
Yeah.
that's a fact. That's a
He's
fact. And we don't even need to look it up. Yeah.
Sexy boy.
My favorite meme still is that sign, that McDonald's sign. It's like, sorry, there's no more boy toys left, and it's just him
Shawn
crying.
Michaels
Sad.
lost his smile. Shawn Michaels lost his
Yeah,
smile.
exactly.
This I'm looking forward to.
Who
is
Braun
excited to see
Strowman
this?
and
Braun
Jacob
Strowman.
Fatu.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu are both beasts. Are they just gonna like sacrifice Braun Strowman here to
Yeah.
continue Jacob Fatu looking
Feed him
so
to the
fucking
Samoan
strong?
werewolf,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not to the. feed him to
Especially with the
wolves.
bloodline, the way the bloodline shit's going, and like he just kind of like went off on like his like first kind of official promo, I'd say. Like, yeah, he's like talked and like the I love you solo, but like this is the first time where he was like,
He
I
didn't-
don't care what the fans say, I don't care if you cheer me, I don't care.
He didn't.
I'm
say,
gonna get mine.
He
Like,
didn't say "I love you" solo
Yeah,
on his during his last.
I did
promo.
want to hear like I hate you solo.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
don't know.
indifferent about solo right now.
I think we'll get it eventually. Somebody said, like, they were like, who's hype for when this happens? Like, eventually, I think
Yeah.
it'll just.
Oh, it just goes like, it's complicated.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be a hell of a match. I think this will be could possibly be match of the night.
I want to go that far. It'll be fun, but it's not going to be like a clean, well fought match because Braun Strowman's in it. Like, if he doesn't have Nicholas to carry him through
another
a match,
victim,
Doesn't have Nicholas.
another victim of Woody's haterish.
well, I mean, Braun Strowman, great wrestlers. Those have never been said in the same sentence.
All right.
So maybe like
Fatu's gonna hit him with like a fucking choke slam, and like Jacobs is gonna get up and do the funky chicken, like
Yeah.
and just go like ham on him.
If he beats him, does that mean Braun Strowman will then turn into a werewolf for the next full moon, or how does
No, a Samoan
rules?
werewolf.
Yeah. How does
Well,
that work?
is it only like you only turn into a werewolf on the island of Samoa, or like when you're eating like a Girl Scout?
No,
cookie?
you turn Samoan. And
when
werewolf.
you're eating a Girl Scout cookie.
Wait, don't you have to get bit though?
Yeah, he's gonna bite him.
Yeah, I wouldn't put biting past this dude.
That'd be a
I
crazy.
was about to say, yeah, really, you gonna put biting past
Yeah, I
Jacob
guess that's
Fatu?
true.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy gimmick, just biting.
And next week, Braun Strowman comes out with no shoes on.
Yeah, I remember when he was here, he was just like
starts
talking
hitting
about
Samoan spikes.
Or he's just he's like looks like every one time a month he just looks like he's a little bit confused about where he was. He's got his shirt's all torn. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah. They like
What's
play his
going
music.
on?
He comes out. He's like, "What the hell?"
Tribal tattoos start popping up on him.
Yeah.
slowly disforming.
all you gotta
slowly
do is just
engulfing
drink
him.
like a coffee or something. Like he was like, remember he was here, he was like saying that shit like, yo, fucking, I don't drink energy drinks, I don't drink coffee, I don't do like pre-workouts. He's like, when I do, I already got enough energy. He was like, yeah, I can't fucking
Right.
stop. Like I just wanna,
Which is crazy because he's like an insanely chill guy.
yeah, super chill.
Like-
right, but
But then when he amps it up, he just goes full bore.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. He's a beast. But that's gonna be a fun match.
Hey, listen, I'm rooting for you and your bloodline on that match. Okay, Heck. I hope your family.
True.
Hope
The
your big
family.
goose wins for you.
Big
The
oops.
family. Next up, Intercontinental Championship match: Sheamus versus Braun Breaker.
Jesus Christ, can Sheamus just have the IC belt already?
Yeah.
The dude's been chasing it for like 3 fucking years now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I don't
kind of
think
like
he's getting it.
we know Jay's not going to win the title. That's the other belt match on this one. But could we see a belt change on main event? I
so.
think Sheamus deserves it. The guy's been putting it in for God how long? Like I know
Braun can win it back again in 2 weeks, just like he did with Jey Uso. I
right,
don't care.
right. You know what I mean? Like we talked about that before, like during like the Attitude Era, like there wasn't that many long title reigns. You know what I mean? Belts were like flipped and flopped. You could like on Raw episode of SmackDown, it could happen. You never knew. So you always wanted to tune in. So like if nothing, you know what I mean? Like on these like main events, and it's just like everybody keeps their titles. Like I don't know, like it'll make me stop watching more. 'Cause,
Yo.
like
Yeah.
You know, it'd be fucking sick. What if Braun Breaker goes for that supercharged fucking spear, and Sheamus hits him with a fucking
Bro
bro kick as he's
with
going
his
for the
own
spear
momentum?
with his own momentum,
Right,
and just
right.
knocks him clean the fuck out. It's just like, yo, imagine that. That would be
And
a
it's-
crazy spot.
And it's a shoot, and it just he actually does it.
Like,
And
just, like
and he just,
uncalled, like
yeah. He just
goes. He's like, it's not gonna
goes-
work
he
for
goes
me,
into
brother.
business for himself.
Goes
Like,
into
You
business.
I'm
Yeah,
hear
getting
the
the title.
you hear the TNA Hogan thing.
legitimately just knocks him out and puts him in the ring. Because I think if in a legitimate fight, Braun Breaker's losing that fight to Sheamus.
Oof, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
Sheamus
toss-up.
is a bad motherfucker.
Sheamus
I
is
know,
bigger.
but-
You know,
I
Sheamus
was gonna
is bigger
say.
than him, so I would probably give him the
Yeah,
edge.
exactly.
But Braun Breaker's a fucking.
Yeah, he's a beast. Dude.
I mean, anything could happen in that
I don't
fight.
know, man.
Sheamus looked like he actually gets to like bar fights though too.
Yeah,
like,
Braun
Braun Breaker's a Steiner, and those guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
crazy
know.
don't make you strong. Crazy
But
make you
crazy
crazy.
makes
Dude,
you fucking
plus
crazy.
He's got freaks 9 days out of the week, so you gotta add that.
I don't think he does. I think he has like four and a half, maybe, because
I
it's like
mean-
he's a generation removed from those freaks.
Breaker's a.
I guess that's true. Are the freaks passed down through
They're the
generations?
same freaks, sadly.
Oh, but
Yeah.
some of them, maybe they.
Well, he was freaking off on
Ooh,
Corey
kick
Jade
the
for a
bucket or-
while.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
The I just think that like
They're the same
the best
freaks.
thing Braun Breaker has going for him is that he couldn't make it in the NFL, so he had to become a wrestler. So it's like let's not put this guy on too high of a pedestal. You know what I mean?
playing
I don't know.
D1 college football, which is still no fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
And then he tried for the
no-
NFL, and they were like, "Not good enough, kid. See you later. Why don't you go
Probably not big
Wow.
enough. Was
Why
what
don't
it
you go with
really
the other
was.
Wasn't he on the
flunkies to
Vikings?
WWE?
Wasn't he on the Vikings?
Ravens,
Oh.
Ravens practice
Maybe they
squad.
could have used him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he might have caught that 2
Yeah, I was
point.
gonna say, might
Like,
have caught
you
that in the
know,
end zone.
Not
Jesus.
fumbling. You don't want Sheamus to fumble this like Mark Andrews. You know what I mean? Roman
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking about.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Sports.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think this is gonna be good, and
No, I'm down for the match.
I'm very hyped for this one.
I think it's gonna be a banger.
I think it is gonna be a banger.
I just want to see a
After banger.
shillelagh.
Yeah.
The last shillelagh they used in the Sheamus that was in the match looked more like a cane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
nobody
think-
nobody
you gotta
used
have
the
a-
shillelagh quite like Finley.
Well, you gotta-
Hornswoggle would come up out of the ring, fucking slide that bad boy in there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Well,
you just-
listen. You know.
It's gotta have a real knotted end.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
I have a shillelagh at the house that I use as a walking stick when I had a fucked up leg for a year.
Yeah.
And I was like, why not go full like Rafiki with it and just go?
No,
Look at that.
I'm talking about one of the miniature handheld
Yeah,
shillelaghs.
the fucking thwacker.
Well, that's
It's like
Yeah,
the
that's
end of
not
like
a
a bone.
shillelagh.
No, that's
a
what Fit
shillelagh.
had. That's
Yeah,
You
what
put like
yeah.
a notch in it every time you murder
It-
somebody.
100%.
Like,
Bro, you gotta hide it. You can't let the referee
like
see a
gangs
big
in
ass
New York.
fucking walking
Yeah,
stick.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
That's
yeah.
technically what like a shillelagh was. It was for the farmers, the herders and stuff.
yeah,
over there.
gangs in
Bro.
New York. You used to
Oh,
put
no.
a notch in
Well,
it every
maybe they're
time
cutting
you
down on the shillelagh budget,
bash
just like the
somebody's head in.
table budget.
They gotta make the shillelaghs smaller.
Yeah, they gotta
can't
make
afford.
them. Yeah, it's too much
Can't
wood,
afford
guys.
those full size
Gotta make them
shillelaghs.
smaller. Gotta cut them down.
TKO's really cutting back on things.
Yeah, it happens to all be in-ring weapons and equipment. Soon
they-
they're gonna be like the aluminum steps.
Ladders
They-
are just
they-
gonna like fucking
They're
Yo,
gonna be wooden
like
instead
aluminum
of
foil.
They
metal.
go on.
wood ladders.
They go under there and like they pull out a fucking pool noodle. They're like, what happened to all the kendo sticks? It's like, sorry.
You gotta choke them out with the full noodle.
I'm swinging around a floppy dick.
The old pool noodle.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it doesn't get that bad for them. You know.
Let's go, Sheamus.
Yeah. Let's go, Sheamus. Next up, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax Women's World Championship match.
It's like another one. Like Rhea just got like the situation with Liv situated. Like got the belt back. She's
Nia's
not
winning.
losing the belt to Nia.
No,
Like,
she's Nia's grabbing it.
This is I love they love putting these two in a match together and watching
True.
Nia Jax try to almost injure Rhea Ripley 3 or 4 times.
My
And she
whole-
bumbles around the ring.
My whole.
I mean, she has gotten better.
Yeah, remember when she tried to do that? She tried to jump off the announced chair, and she forgot it's a fucking swivel chair,
yeah.
and she just fell. Like, maybe if she sticks to the game plan, doesn't try to like pull one like, oh, I'm gonna do something off the cuff here. Like, you're not good enough for that.
She did beat the fuck out of her in the intro to Raw.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah,
sick.
that was crazy.
This is good.
Yeah.
This,
Nia's
that
She
shit-
kept hitting her with like
Nia
little like
has gotten better, but,
side, like,
you know what I mean?
I'm
Like-
like, yeah, that's the only like realistic. Like anybody else, like even Jada Parker, like she has a thickie, but like I'm not buying the fucking butt smack. Nia, bro, that's
Oh, the
killing a
teardrop?
man. That's caving
Yeah.
somebody's fucking
Yeah.
nose in.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
Jay Uso's trying to, you know what I mean?
Bro, I hate
get
it.
that thicky.
bro, I
like,
hate when Jay. Oh, you're talking about
Jada
Jada
Parker.
Parker.
You saw that?
But
But I'm talking about when
Yeah,
the
They're in the club.
I'm
and
talking
she's,
about when
like,
the Usos
rubbing
do.
on his leg in the club and like in the background.
yeah.
I'm
They're
talking
like,
about
uh-oh.
when the Usos do the fucking stink face like running.
Oh, yeah,
hip
yeah,
attack.
yeah.
I don't
Hip
like.
attack.
I don't
Hip
like that
attack.
either,
Yeah,
bro.
Tony
Hip
Storm.
attack.
Tony Storm is my favorite
Yeah,
with hip attack. She is
She's
great
all right,
one.
but bro,
She's bottom
Nia.
heavy.
Let's say that for Nia and Rikishi only, bro. If your
Right, yeah.
ass isn't like, it has to have like a centimeter.
Circumference?
Circumference. Fucking. I wasn't good at math.
Clearly.
A circumference minimum to do
Okay,
the hip
alright.
thrust.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
Like when her belt size is the equator, like that kind of shit. Remember that old your mama joke?
Yeah.
You know?
That was your mama joke. Jesus Christ.
Yo,
Yo,
Nia
mama's
Jax
so
so
big.
big when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. You know,
So anyway,
you know
guys
Nia
got for
Jax
this
so
one.
big, she on both sides of the bloodline family.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give you that one. That one's pretty good.
Clip it.
So everyone's taking Rhea.
Rhea.
Yeah,
Like,
I-
you know what I mean? Like, just get it done and out of the way.
Do you want to speculate on which animal carcass
She
she's gonna wear
skins.
this time?
Let's
Yeah.
go with crocodile.
Right.
A big old gator.
It's
It's been a week in the
crocodile.
Yeah, it's been a
Right?
week in the Everglades.
They're down there
Chris is
now.
like, that's why I never see any alligators.
yeah.
This is it's just like it's for like population control.
Right.
They just have her go down there, wipe out a few crocs.
She's like just drops on him. Like, that's how she gets him.
It's her doing it. It's not like WWE.
Well, I don't even know this. When Crocs, they grab you and they do the gator roll.
Mm-hmm.
They just snap their neck because like they can't move her.
They can't move.
Damn,
She doesn't move.
That's like a Cody cutter.
Yeah.
Almost.
What the gator roll?
Yeah,
Like
it's like a Cody
cutter?
cutter a little bit.
Like when he does the
No,
triple one?
it's like the crossroads.
Yeah,
You're saying it's the
crossroads, sorry, excuse me.
Like when Rhea tried to hit or Liv tried to hit the Oblivion on Rhea, and she like caught her and was just like, that's what she does to the gator. The gator just like grabs and is about to roll, and Nia's just like.
You know what I used to love though when Luke Harper, Brody Lee used to do the gator roll.
Is such a good move.
Because he was just a swamp monster, just like rolling around with you in a dirty ass shirt.
Swamp
You're just
monster,
like,
dirty
oh
ass
god.
wife beater.
I mean,
Dude,
that was
the
like their
sweat-stained
gimmick, right?
beaters.
Like,
Bro,
they
that's
were
the
like
last
swamp
person I wanted to
monsters
just hold
almost.
on to me and just roll around for a
Yeah.
couple seconds.
Musty.
For real.
That was peak time for that was with the Wyatt family was at their absolute fucking
good.
best.
Chef's
man.
kiss.
Yeah, for real.
Kiss a cook.
And then the final match on the card, Gunther.
Thong wearing, crop top
Jey
wearing
Uso.
Jey Uso
Yeah, crop top wearing, thong wearing Jey Uso
Versus-
versus Gunther.
Gooner.
Gooner.
That was so good. That was incredible. I can't
Bronson
believe-
Reed tweeted,
Gooner.
it was just not even any words, just just a picture of Gunther and like how Raw like puts their names, but it just said Gooner instead of
Yeah,
Gunther.
that was awesome. That was
So
awesome.
we got Gooner versus.
There's been a couple of those issues, right? Like somebody's like fucking up back. So, like, you know what I mean?
No, I think it's just Bronson Reed.
No,
doing
this was
shit.
this was like an edited
Yeah, it
meme.
was
It
the-
said
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you guys got for this one?
I'm gonna go with Elon Musk's favorite wrestler and go with Gunther.
Yeah. Gunther's gonna like. I love Jay, and I'm not a big fan of Gunther, and I feel like Gunther's even more staler now. This last run as opposed to his previous run, but like Gunther's gonna keep it because why would Jay go for the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing you could do is put someone in the championship match after they've already declared for the Royal Rumble.
It's
I've never
like-
seen a world champion in the
What?
Royal Rumble. You know what? Why
No,
not?
didn't Brock Lesnar do it?
I think it would be. I want to see Gunther win the Rumble as the champion. Be like, no one. I'll fight against myself and win. No one's getting my belt.
Or just
Yeah.
be like Cody.
Nah, he's good. He likes his better. You don't need that piece of shit.
Yeah, but that was pretty stupid. Like to do that. Like they just like not know what to do with Gunther or Jay right now, and it's like, oh, they had a subpar match last time. Let's have them have another subpar match.
What happened is they need to get that his entrance on air as many times as possible. Like he has to open up a show and get the crowd going. That's it. Just get the crowd hyped.
Yeah. So yeah, this week huge news. TNA and WWE signed a 5-year deal.
It seems like the first situation was like I guess a trial run.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah.
Yeah, like can this be fruitful for us? Like
Yeah.
Is it mutually beneficial?
Yeah.
I mean, like Joe Hendry won the championship.
Right.
Shouts
out.
Called out John Cena.
So crazy.
The Hardy Boys won one more match in WWE, even if I guess it'd be probably NXT.
Yeah. Well, I think that won't be it. Then they'll have one more match in WWE as well.
I think they're
But
gonna
I think
have
the NXT
more
will
than
be-
one more match. in
Yeah,
WWE.
that's what I mean.
They'll
Yeah.
end their careers in WWE. They'll
It's awesome.
have a couple matches.
Yeah, I'm hyped
Jordan
for that.
Grace had her last match.
Yeah.
I think she'll be at Royal Rumble and possible full WWE.
I think
going forward.
I think they'll announce like at Rumble when she comes out that she signed a contract.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just felt like that was the whole plan from the get go of kind of WWE working with them is to kind of get like trial runs of some of these like talent that like when they where contracts are up. Josh Alexander
Right.
quit
Yeah.
after the pay per view.
I'm gonna be honest. It's such like a roller coaster of emotions with TNA right now. I'm sure working at TNA is probably fucking insane. It's like, oh,
they're putting the
we're
strap
going
on.
under. Oh, we're doing really well. Oh, Scott D'Amore's gone. Oh, wait, we're signing with WWE again. Oh, wait, we just signed Tessa Blanchard. Half the company's leaving. Oh, wait, we're signing with WWE again. It's like, bro, it's like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess this is like a definite good thing. Like 5 years WWE, that can't be bad. But I do wonder what the the hell half the roster's still thinking now. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
yeah.
Well, now that the signing is done, I think they got to be happier. I agree with you. It's been an absolute roller coaster. I think this signing is kind of like put some stability to it, where they're like,
Yeah.
well, now
definitely.
we have a chance that if we shine here, we could end up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's got to make that undercard
So it's
work
just
that
like another-
much harder.
Way of funneling the top talent.
Exactly, a new
Yeah.
pipeline.
WWE.
So like Josh Alexander's not with TNA anymore, so that means he's just not gonna be in WWE, or like
No,
maybe
that
he's
means
gonna pull a
his
Jordan.
contract's gonna, so he could get signed
Yeah, so
by
maybe
WWE.
I don't
right.
think he
Maybe he's
will.
pulling a Jordan Grace, and they're just gonna jump that whole little developmental. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the case, but like then
Was
you got
he
like
just going
guys like
to American Made with another Chad Gable.
but then you still got guys like Rhino who just left. You got
Yeah.
guys like PCO who was just at the Hammerstein Ballroom
And then,
smashing
like,
up his
Yeah.
digital
Media
media,
title, yeah.
title. So
Yeah.
it's like
Which was not part of the like.
Yeah. I
He
read
was
that. They
supposed to
said
be.
that
He was
like
supposed to be
totally-
like. He was supposed to like give the title back at TNA. Decided to do this without knowing. No one
Yeah.
knew that. Like that's.
Yeah.
I think PCO is kind of in that level of I don't give a fuck.
well,
I
I think he
at
knows.
that point in his career where he's like, whatever.
Bro,
dude.
I
Yeah,
saw
totally.
I saw a tweet that perfectly described probably what he's saying. It's like, yeah, WWE is gonna fucking do anything with PCO, and not even like in a
Totally
like,
true.
you know what I mean? It's just like
yeah.
he
Wasn't
probably
he-
saw the writing on the wall. It's just like, man, like this will make a bigger wave for my indie
right for
shit
myself
that I'm
go
about to
go
do.
business
Then
for
Yeah.
himself and fucking just go off
because
the
that
rails.
guy's, what are they gonna do? Him versus Tony D'Angelo at NXT? Like, no, it's just
I
No,
would
like,
love-
PCO is
I'd
not going
love
to get
that.
anything in
No.
WWE,
Yeah.
sadly.
For real.
He was in WWF though.
Right, I'm about to say.
He was.
Right, yeah. Back
He was
then.
Pierre Carl Ouellette from the Quebecers.
the Quebecers.
Sick.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I never knew his real like his full name, but I knew he was in the
That's
Quebecers.
PCO.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
so
Carl
good. That's
Ouellette.
so good.
that makes sense.
Well, that leads into our question of the week, which is, what TNA star do you think will be the biggest in WWE?
I mean, Moose would be physically
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the biggest,
Yeah.
right? But I'll go first and just say Jordan Grace. I think she has an awesome attitude about wrestling. Also, she is extremely serious in the ring, but outside the ring, she's like understands this is a fun business and she likes to have fun with it, and she does some like
Yeah.
silly, fun, dumb shit. I think her style is awesome.
She's another one that's like Gunther and like Damien, where she used to be like big, like not muscular, just you know what I
Right.
mean, overweight, like just a large person. Like I don't know. PC
you
way
really,
of
you're
saying-
jumping around. I
Right,
love
right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
She's
but like
fat!
when they
Scott
started
Steiner.
taking it to a certain level of
Romanesque.
seriousness,
Yeah.
Romanesque.
I'm about to walk
When
off
they took
this.
it at a certain way, a level of serious, like their stock just shot up. And that she takes it that serious, you know what I mean? Like took it that serious, and I look at her, you know what I mean? Like, God,
Yeah.
like she's a beast. She's everywhere.
Fucking
She'd be a
yeah.
great addition to, you know what I mean, to the WWE.
'Cause you wanna
roster
say, like,
without
oh.
having to go to NXT, like she could just go to the main roster and be good.
Yeah, you're like Rhea Ripley's strong, and you look next to Jordan Grace. You're like, no, that's strong.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a bulldog.
Yeah.
You know.
no shit. Yeah, she's. You took it out of my mouth. Like I don't think anybody will be on the level of her in WWE. I think she's gonna be a future world champion. Like even Joe Hendry, the biggest thing that on the men's
I
side.
think he's gonna sell.
I think he
merch.
will-
He's gonna-
That's what I was, because
his-
that was going to be
He's gonna
my
go crazy
answer.
merch wise.
Well, and
yeah.
he might not even like he'll probably do okay merch wise, but I don't like. And this isn't even me hating on Joe Hendry. It's just like he'll be a great United States champion, or he'll be a great
Yeah.
Intercontinental champion. Like
Hit
maybe
us-
if he's lucky and like something changes and like he'll be a world champion, but like not like I see Jordan Grace being a multiple time over women's world champion in WWE, being a major part of just being a cog in the, you know what I mean, a
Yeah.
major part of
Yeah.
that, where Joe Hendry will be a major mid-carder.
I think Joe Hendry will be like a slightly better Elias.
I think he'll be, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he'll be.
insane.
I think that's all he's got. I think when you get
That's
over here and you
insane.
start doing that gimmick, look, some gimmicks work in the
What
indies,
gimmick, though?
like with
Making
his
songs about
making
people?
songs about people and shit.
That's
Like,
his entire gimmick.
yeah.
I
the
get it,
gimmick
but-
works in the indies. It doesn't work in WWE. It won't work. It won't work the same. He's awesome and
It worked
he's,
for
and
The
he's
Rock.
really good. Did it really though?
Yeah, dude.
The Rock
people
was
love
already.
that.
The
He-
Rock
he
was
did
already.
that very
and
few times.
The Rock was already immensely over by the time he started
and
doing
then
that.
he did that. He wasn't. That wasn't his
That
gimmick.
his
He wasn't a
gimmick.
songwriter.
Yeah, you're right.
You're like John Cena. He was doing freestyles.
Yeah, what about him?
Thanks to was it Kurt Angle said that Stephanie McMahon is the one that discovered that he could freestyle
that?
He was
and
just
started
bullshitting
doing
on the
that.
buses, and she was like, "You should do that as a gimmick." And he was like, "Okay." And then like he was about to get fired, so he's like, "Okay, I'll do that."
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Stephanie McMahon saved John Cena's career.
Yeah. What's your official answer, Heck?
Matt Cardona.
He's not TNA anymore, is he?
He's
He's
on their
everywhere.
roster.
He's on the roster.
Is he?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
King of the Indies. He can go wherever he wants. He has full
But
domain.
I think 2025 we finally get Matt Cardona back. The way he was able to just like reinvent himself.
Not Zack Ryder.
Not Zack
Yeah,
Ryder.
I was gonna ask.
Zack
Do you think
Ryder's-
it's gonna be Zack Ryder?
Zack Ryder
'Cause
died.
I could tell you, man, I would pop so hard for woo woo woo.
Yeah,
You
me too.
know it.
That would be sick.
But no, I got to get Matt Cardona now. Everyone's all hyped up again. I just want Zack Ryder back. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
And Chelsea Green's like obviously like pushing for him. Like,
Sure,
you know what
sure,
I mean?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Back, AEW used him for that one show, and like they didn't offer him a contract or
Right.
nothing, and it's just surprising.
I don't know, man. I love my wife. We spent a lot of time together. I used to work like full time at a bar, and she's like, "Hey, are they hiring?" I was like, "I'll check." I didn't fucking check.
Wow.
I didn't want to work. I don't want to work. You don't want to work
She's
with your
listening?
wife.
Is
That's
she,
not.
do you think she's listening?
Yeah, I'm sure this is the one show she decided to listen to. I
She's
had to.
like,
Try,
I
I had
give
to.
out this SVW podcast.
Number one person to come back from TNA would be AJ France.
Shout out.
AJ France, top dollar.
Yeah.
Flop.
Everybody
dollar.
holla.
Well, look, you guys know the drill. Like this podcast and send us your answers.
I think
DM
it'll
us?
be the main event Mafia. I think they're gonna make a comeback.
Yeah.
Black Snow.
Yeah, Black Snow. That
What
would
if
be
Black Snow's the
sick.
comeback?
Yeah. Make sure, write us a letter, send us a carrier pigeon, DM us, email us, call us, come down the shop and talk to us. But let us know.
Also, what often gets overlooked about the whole Black Snow, because that was so great, was fucking Scott Steiner was on commentary, like not on commentary, like on like announcing. He was announcing all. He was like, the Dudley Boys
He
came
was
out.
doing it all bad.
The Dudley Boys came out. He's like, they're fucking fat. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like talking shit about them while they're coming out.
It's classic.
He's like Donut Dudley and
So good. He was. Scott Steiner in TNA is.
Scott Steiner
absolutely
hates
incredible.
fat people.
There we go. He's one of the best heel commentators. according to
Yeah,
Gunky.
true.
Yeah.
True. Well, before we get out of here, we do have a couple quick hits. Number one, UJPW Alliance, new frontier for Japanese wrestling.
Pretty crazy.
It's
I mean, they already had
really
it, but they
crazy.
put it in like official. Like they
they're
already had
all
this
they're all working together now.
commission,
like,
but yeah, now it's in paper. Now it's
a big
legal.
deal.
It's like LLC.
It's a big nonprofit that they're going to be working to help raise the stock of all the businesses there, all the
all
promotions
Japanese
there.
wrestling business.
And then also they're going to use this, hopefully higher fame that they gain from this to help local charities
Yeah.
and disaster relief funds and things like that. So it's got really cool work. They're not out there to be like we're gonna take over wrestling. That's not really what it's about. It's more about the community of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All the
Okay.
wrestlers play like wrestling safety.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I
about
think
all
they
that.
should fucking take over wrestling.
I mean, listen, I think this is a good step. It's almost like it's a big union kind of
Yeah.
overseeing and looking after this and making sure that they're using their money properly and they're doing the right things for each other, and it's not so there can't be a Vince McMahon that screws over everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's meant to be like, hey, we all want to do better and do better for this country and do better for wrestling.
But-
It's fucking
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah, and
Once
it's-
again, Japan is leading the way.
It's
Mhm.
literally every single Japanese wrestling promotion is in this. Like Stardom, New Japan, All Japan.
Marigold.
I hope there's
Yeah.
one Japanese that were like, no, not you. You're not in this.
Yeah.
Like DDT wrestling. Is that not
no,
in it?
DDT's in it.
Okay. Damn
I'm
it.
pretty sure I read that DDT's
That would be the one I would think they were like,
DDT's
no,
is
we're not
sick,
doing
yeah.
that.
So
or
sick.
or
Kaiju wrestling.
or or over in Japan they have their own version of our canceled wrestling federation, CWF, where remember we always come up with that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who'd be on that over there, but
Well, I know who's on it in America. And
the
speaking
TNA
of
Women's
which-
World Champion.
Yeah, the TNA Women's World Champion, Tessa Blanchard, getting "She's a Racist" chants
That was like Hulk Hogan level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't try to sell beer.
Tessa Blanchard beer.
But it's like that's crazy to me that like, as a company with all that, like you put her as the like you're trying to just like force her, I guess, unless it's like full heel and it's like, yo, like we're just gonna put her as the heel champ, just
yeah,
get that
but
natural heat.
But that's like I
What's
feel like that's like
insane-
real heat. Like
it's like
X-Pac
putting
goes
like
home
Benoit
heat.
as like your champ after the family if he
Well,
made
what's
it.
insane
means-
is you have this insanely massive, the biggest thing that's ever happened to TNA merger deal coming up for 5 years. And who the fuck do you put the championship on? It's
Yeah.
like, that's
the timing,
insane.
The timing does
The only
feel
thing I could
crazy.
think of,
Jordan Grace was like,
no,
see ya.
the only thing I could think of is that they were so much in the talks already, and they knew this was cemented, that WWE was like, this is somebody that we want, and we want you to take the heat for bringing back. You know what I mean? Like, because I could see, because like that's
I don't
Triple
know.
H. That is right up his alley. Tessa Blanchard, the worker, not the. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe both. I'm just saying. Well, how many people of color are on the main
Saturday
event
night's
for
main event,
anything or any PLE ever? It's not a lot. He uses Samoans as the only person of color you can possibly do.
as soon as he comes back, he
Never
turns a
goes
New Day
full
heel.
black.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. He
It's like nobody likes these guys.
he says you guys aren't allowed in the locker room anymore.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
He makes them use their own locker room.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
wild.
Woody. Well, finally.
Oh, you mean the guy that used to have the Iron Cross on his trunks? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
Ugh, Triple H. I might want to scrub some of that footage. And finally, Ilya Dragunov already training at the Performance Center only 4 months after his ACL tear.
Pretty crazy.
He's
The dragon
freak.
is a monster. Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's two ways of thinking about it. The one that he could be like just an absolute freak,
Yeah.
right? Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
how is this guy coming back from this injury that should take 8 months to a year, and in 4 months he's wrestling without a knee brace in the Performance Center, just doing
Full
straight
on-
up wrestling, just
Full on
training.
practice. Like,
Or-
training.
He's
Or-
a big fucking liar.
Or they said they did when Logan Paul was like, I tore my MCL, and he was back like 2 months later. Like, he didn't tear his MCL, he just said that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
he
You know what I
wanted
mean?
some time
Like-
off to go back and like hang out with Putin.
Like, he injured himself. But the injury wasn't as bad as they initially thought, but they didn't like change the press release.
Right, yeah.
They just like, let him think it was really bad. And then when he comes
And then
back,
when he comes
it'll be
back,
great.
it'll look great. Like, oh, he's the dragon's a monster. Like he's back already. This injury can't stop him.
Like 2008 John Cena at the Rumble.
So
Same
Dragunov's gonna come back at the Rumble with his head down and
He's
his
gonna
arms
use,
crossed. It's like,
but his music doesn't really fit it as much as
yeah,
Cena's did.
what's his music?
with
Is
the-
it
It's like
yeah, it's like
like a Russian like shandy?
and he's doing that with his fur coat on, you know.
yes, yeah.
The Mad Dragon, man, he's so damn
He's
good.
great. I'm excited to see him come back. Well,
and then what? GCW had a
yeah, GCW had an awesome show this past weekend
Effie.
at Hammerstein.
about Effie.
Effie took the world championship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mance
I knew it
Warner.
was gonna happen eventually.
I like the shirt, the GCFEW.
Yeah,
So
you can
good.
see that.
so good. That's awesome.
A lot of crazy shit. Super crazy, doing fucking moonsaults off
dude.
the balcony.
Look, wrestling is gay.
yeah, for real.
I love when there was like, oh my God, this dude is 51 and doing this shit. You know, I was like, well, that's like R-Truth older than him. I was like, R-Truth's older than Super Crazy?
That's
If
it.
Holy
R-Truth
shit.
did a fucking
That's super
moonsault,
crazy.
if R-Truth did a moonsault off the fucking balcony,
could.
I would say that's insane.
100% he could do it. I know he could.
Yeah,
It was weird seeing like
But I'm just always shocked at how old that guy is. It
Yeah.
does not
the way
seem like it.
Tajiri looks.
Tajiri was back. Yeah, he looks.
Like
Tanaka.
I was
Distinguished.
like, yo, right, yeah, distinguished. Like I was
It's
like,
like
who the
when
fuck?
when Fred Durst came back and you were just like,
Tajiri.
oh, you went full
Shit,
grade.
did you?
Yeah, Tajiri and Fred Durst. I always compared the two of them. They've always been so
I
similar.
mean,
in my mind.
I often compare the two.
Oh yeah,
Cardona's
Tanaka,
Yeah,
Janela went
was
insane.
insane.
And then Cardona's next challenge is Micro
Oh,
Man.
dude, yeah,
1 foot tall and dog
We got a
shit.
Microman signing. I
1
couldn't
foot
even
tall
believe
and
that. That
dog
was
shit.
amazing. Love Microman and Jimmy Lloyd. Big turn there.
Sadly, Alley Catch broke her leg
Yeah.
in 2 spots.
Ugh.
In that match with
Yeah.
Effie.
I put the GoFundMe link in the bio if anybody wants to donate to
Show
that.
some support,
Yeah,
man.
show some
Like,
support
these
to
guys
her.
and girls put themselves on the line
For
to
real.
entertain us.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
So I mean, I get broken legs, broken arms. I've broke them both, and they hurt like hell. Whenever I see someone break it, I get like the chills. You
Yeah.
saw there was
In 2 spots.
there was a broken arm in NFL this week. The dude got hit so hard in the arm, it broke in 3 spots. The bone cut his artery,
Oh.
and he was internally bleeding inside his muscle.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
he almost lost his arm. He
Yeah,
got
that's
hit.
terrible.
Like that's a good fucking hit right there.
Yeah, for real.
Ugh.
Yeah. Awesome show at GCW. Can't wait till the
The
next time they come to
Hammerstein.
town because we will definitely be there.
Hammerstein.
I love going to their shows. Hammerstein, whatever. But it is that time. Is there anything else you guys need to
We
say?
got-
It's time. It's time.
Do we
Time for-
really
It's
have to
Vader
go?
time.
I want you guys to know we would do this podcast longer. Rowan
Yeah.
makes us leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He just forces us out of here.
We wish we could take.
He just starts turning
callers.
off the mics and turning
Not
off the
true.
cameras.
Not true.
Lights
We
just
keep-
go off.
Well, look.
Me, Gunky, and Heck sit here talking for another hour. But
Anyway,
there's no cameras,
okay.
no mics.
well, listen. Make sure you guys listen to our other podcast, Grappling with the Gilmans, Hardcore Happy Hour. Make sure you stay tuned for that Patreon, February 1st. We're going to have a lot of awesome stuff. Suplex and Chill, Mystery Violence Theater, and so much more.
The Regal Rumpus.
The Regal Rumpus. That's what I was looking for. February 1st. Also, come here. We're going to be watching wrestling. Unrelated. The Royal Rumble will be going on during that time, but I guess
I love
we
how
won't see that.
the when the universe lines up for the crossovers like that. to
I know,
happen.
it really
Yeah.
is. It's
And
really-
amazing.
I'm training to wrestle, so look forward to those.
yeah,
videos
look
every
forward
fucking
to
week.
Ooh,
Gunky's
speaking of
videos
broken
about him
legs and
training.
It's like
Yeah.
all
Just
this-
training to wrestle.
Yeah, how
like a
fast will this go
full-on
ride?
That's the question of the week next week.
Yeah, how fast will Gunky get
Do
severely
you have
injured?
insurance?
No.
Can we get a concussion
No.
count?
insurance? I'm unconcussable. That's a fun fact about me.
What?
I'm unconcussable. Fun
Wasn't
fact.
that a song by Kid Cudi? Oh no, that's Unfuckwittable.
No, I'm unconcussable. I've headbutt stop
Unconcussable?
signs, all sorts of.
I'm pretty sure they can
He
make.
must
I'm
not
pretty
know
sure these
about
guys
me.
can figure something else.
Give
don't think
me
so.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah. We'll
Meanwhile, like
we'll
Woody's
test
like,
that out after the podcast. Grab a
concussion
couple heavy
magnet.
objects. Yeah.
All I know is concussions,
Yeah.
and I can't remember any of them anymore.
I think that's part of only knowing concussions.
Also, you guys may not know this. All I know is concussions, and
All
I
right.
can't remember any of
All
them
right.
anymore.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you guys for listening. It is time for us to go. You guys got anything else?
No, Roman.
Nope,
Damn
like,
it.
share, follow,
You
tap
already know.
in,
We out.
tell a friend to tell a friend.
All I know is concussions.
Next time you
Can't
guys see me, I'll be
remember
25.
Gunk's Day.
Yeah.
25-year-old Gunk.
25-year-old Gunk.
Yo, pull up to H2O this week if you want to celebrate
Oh, yeah,
my
we'll be
birthday
in the
with me.
building.
The 25th.
25th. Pull up. It's
H2O.
going to be lit. Tremont. He's our boy.
Stairway to Deathmatch. Go.
I'm excited.
I'm good.
We out.